Yes. Welcome back to another episode of the All Things Football Show World Cup edition. The show where we talk about competing nations in the World Cup 2026 here in our own backyard. I'm your host, Mickey Full. As always, I'm with my brothers, Yannick Salmon.
Yes, sir.
Charlie Ladula. And we got a special guest in the building today, man.
Sir.
We got a special guest.
Yes, sir.
The Spanish one.
That's a fact.
The one from Wavy Footy.
Yes, sir.
The one from Five-A-Side Media.
Yes, sir.
Talk to me, man. What's good, Gabe?
Yes, sir. I'm good. Gabriel Guisado, co-founder of both of those brands, Wavy Footy and Five-Side Media, dedicated to building soccer in America through the lens of Black culture. Very excited to be here. Talk about mi otro país, España, ya tú sabes. And, which I know is a little Dominican slang from out here, but just excited to talk about Spain. The World Cup's coming in our backyard. And I think we might lift that trophy, man. I don't know. We got this guy. We got this guy, bro, so we might just...
I mean, you heard it already. We're going to talk about Spain, a nation that redefined modern football through possession, dominance, a little bit of intelligence with Xavi and Iniesta, if we think about Spanish midfielders. Going into this new World Cup, talk to me, man. Talk to me about Spain, the history. Talk to me a little bit more about what you look forward to.
Yeah.
The team itself.
For sure. I mean, it's really crazy, the growth of Spanish football since I first got into the sport. So, as I mentioned, I guess to explain to y'all, I'm half Spanish, half American. My dad is from Spain. My mom is from the U.S. And I first got into, it's a good mix. We out here. No, I'm playing. But I first got into the sport around the 2006 World Cup when my cousin and her boyfriend at the time from Madrid came to visit us, stay with us for about 3-4 months to help her learn English. And that's when they actually gave me Real Madrid, who, have on underneath. We still got 15 UCLs. You feel me? Which is funny because Barca actually won the Champions League that year. So I didn't understand why do we have to be Madrid fans? We said, no, trust the process, and here we are. So yeah, that was the first time I got into the sport. Oh, my fault, gang. My bad. My bad, yo. Obviously, it was a World Cup year, and that was the beginning of Spain getting into what was about to be their prime. They had a great group stage. I was only 9 years old at the time. I remember them smashing Saudi Arabia 6-0, but then they ran up on France. That France team was too good. And it was kind of the same feeling with Spain as they have all this talent. They had all those midfielders a bit younger, but when can they really make the breakthrough? And what usually happened specifically was what they called the quarterfinals curse. And then in 2008, on penalties, getting that win, I believe it was over Italy, and getting into the semi-final of Euro 2008, that's when the relief of the nation was like, okay, I think this is our team that's really going to get it done. Smacked, I believe it was Russia 3-0 in the semi-finals. And then, of course, the famous 1-0 over Fernando Torres against Germany in the final. And yeah, bro, tears of joy with me and my fans being able to see that. Actually, tears of joy specifically also of that quarterfinal win on penalties because it felt like it was never going to happen. Which is funny because I was 11 at the time. But that was, you know what I mean? That was an incredible time. And then to go on and win the World Cup in 2010 after losing the first match to Switzerland. And then the 2012 Euros where they smacked everybody, beat Italy 4-0 in the final. It's just crazy how fast.
Crazy run.
Bro. Crazy run. 2010. By the way, we got a Dutch boy right here. We got a Dutch boy.
Bro, that's been taking a lot of L's lately, because England top there. Man. Make sure this is good for the end of the
world. We're all talking about England. Come on, 2024 Euro final. We got it back in blood for y'all, bro. So don't worry about that. England.
I'll give you that one.
And at least I won the Euros in '88.
Yeah, but you know what?
You
was born them times?
They don't even have a Euros. Wait, they don't even have a Euros.
That's calm. That's calm.
They have a World Cup.
66.
I was born. I just came back, reincarnated and all of that. I used to be a bird back then.
You know what really sucked though? I really wanted to hate on Spain.
Yeah.
But it had to be Iniesta that scored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why was it him?
Like most players ever.
100%.
If it was someone else, I could hate for the rest of my life. But I love Iniesta.
You can't say anything about it, man.
It was one of the worst days of my life, bro. It was one of the best days and the worst days of my life.
Bro, the football was fantastic.
Yeah. And don't forget the Iker Casillas save with his left foot against Arjen Robben. Don't ever forget. Best. Love Neuer. I still think Casillas is better.
That's context, huh?
Yeah, for sure. So now it's just crazy how you can go from having no World Cup won Euros in like the 70s or something to 3 straight international tournaments. The first team to have ever done that until Argentina won, but it's a little fraudulent. We don't talk about that. And then to win in 2024, that was the first time Spain was not a favorite and won a trophy, which I thought was a huge accomplishment for us. Because those 3 tournaments that we won in a row was from arguably the best team ever. It felt like Spain had to have like the best midfielders ever, one of the best goalies ever, some of the best defenders ever to go and win those trophies. They came into this as quite an underdog, maybe a top 5 or 6 nation, but they certainly
100%.
were not favorites. To go on and win that with a 17-year-old Lamin Yamal, with a 21-year-old Pedri, Fabian Ruiz having a tournament of his life, Mikel Oyarzabal scoring in the final against y'all in like the 90th minute.
I'll be honest,
Nico Williams, like
players.
shout out these players, but at the club level, they are nowhere near what we had in 2010.
That's
So
true.
to still win the Euros and beat France and host nation Germany, that was huge for us. So now I feel like that got a lot of pressure off the back heading into 2026. And I think Spain will be able to play quite freely. They're one of the favorites, but I don't think it's fair to say like Spain has to win the World Cup. And I think that's going to help them a lot going into this tournament, honestly.
Yeah, that era, everything felt right, man. But everything was also at the right time. You had the dominance of Barca and Madrid. Like it was the
back and forth.
It was that Pep era, the Mourinho era. Like they played each other like 10 times a season. I felt like that 2008, 9, 10. Like every season they played each other like 6, 7 times. You know.
Yeah.
All those players too, like it was so heavy on Madrid and Barcelona.
What's crazy is they were able to come together.
Yeah.
People
That's
forget
what
it.
was amazing, bro.
Yeah.
Clásicos were fire.
No, that was peak.
It was personal, bro.
Yeah.
It was personal, bro.
PK and
It was
Ramos,
very
bro, what?
personal.
Nah, that shit was crazy.
Nah, bro.
Movie.
You know, and they come
Movie.
together for the national team and perform in that way.
Yeah.
That's what England could never do.
Never.
Hey, we're talking about Spain right now.
Yeah,
bro.
we don't gotta
Hey,
get
man,
into
we
the
already
Mets,
had our
man.
English.
There's not much to
English.
talk about over there, to be
Right,
honest.
bro.
Would you give obviously like we all know the Tiki-taka system came from Pep Guardiola, but Del Bosque played a huge role in it as well.
Oh, of course, because he proves it at the highest level, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
You saw it, bro. You saw what happened. You felt it. Fun fact too, we did not concede a goal in the knockout stages of the 2010 World Cup.
That's a
That
fact.
defense, which part of the
That's a
Tiki-taka
fact,
is your best
bro.
defense is having the ball,
Okay.
but also that back line and Casillas were unbelievable.
That's a
Did not
fact,
concede
bro.
a goal. It's crazy. Crazy
They were
stat.
just killing games off.
Yeah.
Just
Once they
literally
score, it's
keeping the
over.
ball
Yeah, it's
The
done.
rest of the game, like you can't get close,
Can't.
right? And some people actually, there were some criticisms for that as well. Right? Like,
Yeah.
people found
there
it
was.
a little bit boring because you're just keeping the ball, knocking it for 90 minutes. Once you score, the game is over. But at the same time, like if you win,
Yeah.
win.
And they were still creating a lot of chances.
Yeah.
They were still creating a lot of chances.
Absolutely.
but
nonetheless.
they're one of the only countries where I would say like they are able actually to transform it and use it at international football. It's super tough to play tiki-taka
Yeah.
and actually be a fully chemistry team on international level, man.
Yeah.
and that's where I think you got to give credit to. I mean, of course, Barcelona
Yeah.
as well,
Yeah.
right, for the style of play
Yeah.
that's become, but also the rest of the teams, the top club teams in the country as well.
Yeah.
Like for the most part, Spanish football in general
Technical.
has been super technical.
Yeah.
You gotta give credit to the federation as
Absolutely.
well,
Yeah.
because like you were saying before that run, I mean, Spanish football before the 2000s was not top
No.
tier.
They
Yeah.
always
Not
had
national
good, they
team.
always
Yeah.
had
The
good
national
players and quality players and superstar players, but it never translated into
Into the national team, yeah,
football.
they
Yeah.
didn't. You're right.
Very true.
And then all of a sudden, it's like their development process from the 2000s on,
Insane.
but also not just, all right, because maybe you can have a great golden generation.
Yeah.
But to be able to repeat it and sustain it
Yeah.
over the next 15 years, and
Yeah.
now
It's
you're
crazy.
seeing the next iteration of that.
Crazy.
Yeah. Lamin, Pedri, Fermin, like it's unbelievable.
In a way,
Unbelievable.
they figured out football.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Bro.
I would say, yeah, Spain and France are the two,
Yeah,
and which
Spain
are
and
probably
France,
the two
yeah.
favorites. What they've been doing since mid-90s to now is it's remarkable, honestly. Yeah, it's a fact. For sure.
Spain, I'm not gonna lie, I definitely underestimated them though until they beat France. I was like,
Oh, in 2024?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, whoa.
Serious.
And there's a lot of players that I didn't know that were on the map like that as well. So they really, truly performed as well. So that made me look at him like even Zubamendi. I didn't know who that was.
Yeah, bro.
Then I saw the way he performed, and I was like, wait, what? You have players like this?
Country better at creating a footballer than Spain is at creating midfield?
No.
I just wanted to ask
No.
that. Like the
No.
list,
Spanish
the
midfield.
list
They're
of
ridiculous,
midfielders.
bro.
I think-
It's not even a conversation.
Nah, and I think if you were to do it by the whole pitch, you'd probably do German goalkeepers,
Yeah.
Italian defenders,
Yep.
Spanish midfielders, Brazilian attackers.
That's crazy.
I would, even with all Brazil's attack, and the peak of Brazil's attack is probably higher than the peak of Spain's midfield.
Yeah.
But the consistency of Spain's
Oh,
midfield,
it's ridiculous,
I think
bro.
that, and it's probably maybe more replicable because it's not about
Yeah.
such insane individual skill.
Yep.
But Spanish midfield is like the most set position in the world football.
I agree.
The other thing,
Like the people who couldn't sniff the national team at the peak era was unbelievable.
There was-
It was unbelievable, bro.
That's literally one of the questions that I have for the smaller segments.
Yeah.
Like the midfielders, just name them, bro. Because
Yeah.
they at one point they didn't play with strikers and wingers. It
Yeah,
was just
no, they-
midfielders.
Fabregas was
Yeah,
a
bro.
false nine.
Yeah, bro.
Euro 2012 final against Italy,
Crazy.
4-0.
Crazy.
4-0.
Crazy, bro.
Like, what?
Crazy,
You
bro.
had outside of Xavi, Iniesta, Fabregas, David Silva, Xabi Alonso,
Busquets.
Santi
you know,
Corsola,
Santi
Busquets.
What's my man's name
Arteta
again?
couldn't even sniff the national team.
Yeah, what's my
Couldn't
man's
even
name again?
sniff.
The one that played for Villarreal?
Marco Senna.
Marco Senna, bro.
Black
Senna,
player.
Yeah,
bro.
but he was the baller at 2008.
That's
He was
true,
the,
though.
he was
Yeah,
he was the anchor at
he was.
2008.
But
He was
even
the
then,
anchor.
though, no one was really looking at
It's
him
true,
like that
'cause he was
compared
very
to the likes of
outplayed, yeah.
Iniesta and all Xavi.
Oh,
Come
let
on.
me give you another one. Juan Mata was
Juan
incredible.
Mata,
Incredible.
Juan Mata,
Juan
baller,
Mata,
bro.
bro.
Incredible.
Yeah.
That's
I think he was
crazy.
Chelsea Player of the Year and Man United Player of the Year. Like he's unbelievable.
Santi
Yeah.
Corsola, you
Yeah.
mentioned.
Corsola was
Joaquin-
crazy.
Joaquin, oh my God.
Well, that's a name I ain't heard.
Yeah. Shout out
he was the
Jesus
problem.
Navas. So I
Yeah,
interviewed-
yeah.
I interviewed him in Sevilla in
That's
front of
fire.
the Jesus Navas Stadium that is
That's
now named after
fire.
the training facility.
Legend as well
Yeah,
over there.
icon for Sevilla.
I'm
No,
sure.
that's talent, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what?
But
Unbelievable.
obviously, you had so many midfielders you put them on different positions. What I like
Yeah.
about this team and this a little bit different style as well
Yeah.
is like the more vertical plays and also
Yeah,
the
man.
direct wingers with Lamin and with Nico Williams.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's great to
Talk
see.
to me about the coach.
Yeah, big shout out to Luis de la Fuente because he took over after Spain national team was looking in pretty bad post 2012 success. 2014 got grouped. You guys actually cooked us. Got a little bit of mini revenge. It doesn't count because you didn't win the World Cup. But the famous Van Persie header, all that, we got grouped.
Yeah.
2018 lost on penalties to Russia.
Mm-hmm.
2022 lost on penalties to Morocco. We did pretty well in the Euros 2020, 2021, but did not do well in Euros 2016. Overall, that period of Spain post the golden generation, very disappointing. And a lot of people were upset about squad selection. A lot of people were upset about what they thought was some Barca bias from Luis Enrique, actually picking a bit too many Barca players that maybe weren't ready for it. Luis de la Fuente came in, completely changed the vibes. Someone who proved himself in the youth system and said, I'm going purely merit-based on who's going to play for this team. And that's how you end up with someone like a Mikel Oyarzabal scoring a Euro-winning goal in the 90th minute against England. So big shout out to him for completely changing the team. I think Spain is currently on a 37-game unbeaten streak.
That's
Something
crazy,
like that. It's the longest since the golden generation that maybe had 41, 42. And then to the direct wingers, he saw that, yes, we can have Tiki-taka, have possession with Pedri, Rodri, Fabian Ruiz. But when you have Lamin and Nico, we going straight at your
direct.
neck.
Yeah.
And to be able to play with both, it's like our system even improved from the past. We don't have the players to play the level of pure tiki-taka, 10 out of 10 possession style, but to now add in the dynamic players of that and arguably the best player in the world.
Absolutely.
I mean, what more could you want, you know? So, big shout out to Luis de la Fuente. I think he's an underrated coach for what he's done to that team.
I was just about to say that too. And I respect him a lot because it would have been so easy for him to be put under pressure to still stick with the tiki-taka mentality and try to upkeep that culture. But he's like, no. And it's great that he came up from where he came up from, especially in the youth system, to literally adjust to the players that he has and to their strengths. Yeah. And literally in that Euros that they won, it was Nico Williams and Lamin Yamal.
Yeah.
Literally.
But correct me if I'm wrong, he was also winning with the youth national.
Yeah, of course. No, he's doing very well. He was winning some youth Euros, I believe.
He was also proving his medal.
No, he earned it.
The system.
For sure.
The other thing about Spain is that the way that they are fearless to play the young players.
Oh, man.
Oh, they don't care.
It's the complete opposite of like an Italy, right?
The exact opposite.
The exact opposite.
The
right?
exact.
They're complaining, the fans there are complaining so much about still keeping the old guard in, and they're not developing players. Spain, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It does
They
not matter.
keep. Lamin Nico, obviously, probably best player in the world. 17,
It's
even
crazy.
16 was getting into the first team.
Pedri,
First-
Gavi.
Pedri, Gavi, Fermin
Just
Lopez,
And
Ridiculous.
they
Kubarsi,
come from nowhere, not
Yeah.
nowhere, but majority of people don't even know where half of these kids
Yeah.
yeah,
are playing. Then all of a sudden, boom, they're in the first team. And
Yep.
Like now they're on the verge of superstar.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like even a Kubarsi,
yeah.
just like
Even Dean Hausen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
Even
Yeah,
Hausen.
right.
He's
Do you know
only
the
like
whole time-
21.
Bro, I thought he was English, bro.
That's mad
Dutch.
funny.
I swear to you.
He's Dutch and
Dutch.
Spanish,
He's
right?
Dutch.
Yeah.
He's Dutch.
Stop claiming your talk to him, man.
You-
He's
hey,
Dutch.
you made the
where
right
am I gonna
decision.
have a
bro.
better chance of winning a World Cup?
But yeah, he has a Spanish parent, right?
He's half Spanish, half Dutch.
Half Spanish, half Dutch.
Yeah.
You picked
He
the right
played.
side.
He played in youth. If I'm not mistaken, he played in the youth teams for the Netherlands.
Yeah.
But but also,
that ain't it, yo.
My-
That ain't it, yo.
nice. He saw like, yo, I want to play too. And we
Yeah.
have so
Yeah.
many central defenders. Bro.
Yeah, my apologies
Yeah.
though, because I actually thought, based off his last name, I thought he was like Scandinavian or something like that.
No, he's
But
Dutch.
no, he's Dutch.
That's not a bad guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
The first time I even heard that name, I was like, oh, and he
Yeah.
was balling as well in the Premier League. I
No,
was
he's,
like, what?
he's good, bro.
But what
quality.
you just mentioned, I think that's also because like the coach, he sees the pipeline because he's been
Yeah.
there. He's
Yeah.
seen them play. He's seen them develop.
It's
He's
true.
seen the talent. So he's like, now I'm at the big leagues.
Mhm.
I take you guys with me because I've seen you guys do it, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
good
think
to see.
that's obviously like a positive thing if you promote a coach from your second team.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also the league, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also the league, they do such a good job of playing good young players.
Yeah.
La Liga for
Yeah.
sure. For
Yeah.
sure.
You know what I mean?
And the
Like,
freedom too. The
Oh,
freedom to
yeah.
play.
Yeah. That's why when you see Madrid or Barca randomly lost on a Saturday afternoon, it's because
Yeah.
the other team actually knows how to play football.
Yeah, yeah.
They
Yeah.
actually
No,
coming
for
at
sure,
you.
bro, that's a
These
fact.
guys are techie, cutting inside,
That's a
possession
fact.
based 1-2s over the. Everyone can play in La
fact.
Liga.
That's a
fact.
Other than Getafe, that's haram ball. But other than that, coach is worse than Simeone. Other than Getafe, everyone can
and
play.
it's still so underrated.
Yeah. La Liga's
still
underrated.
so
Yeah,
I agree.
They
There
got
was a
ballers there,
conversation,
man.
some podcasts where people were arguing about where like Real Madrid would finish in the Premier.
Shut up.
He was like,
Shut
you
up.
go Walcott or something.
15
They were saying,
UCL.
like,
What are you
they
talking
would
about, bro?
finish-
Shit's
They would
stupid.
finish 8th in the Premier League.
Bro, stop it, bro. Stop,
Some
man.
respect.
Stop,
Yeah.
man.
Teams
Stop,
like
bro.
you think they genuinely think they're playing against nobody
Yeah.
week to week. But
And
these
then who
other
wins in
teams,
Europe?
Like you mentioned,
They know how to play.
you actually watch the games. They play with quality.
Quality.
Yeah.
They might not have the
Quality, bro.
superstars that you know, but when you actually look at the product on the pitch,
They know how to
it's
play.
outstanding.
But
Great
the thing
players.
is that if you compare it to Premier League, because that's always the standard that you compare it to, Premier League has just a way higher pace.
Yeah.
When you
Yeah.
look at La Liga, it's way more technical. It's
Yeah.
super technical, and there's a lot more space to be creative. There's a lot more space to build up from the back because in England everything is athletic, bro.
It's just sprinting,
They just
yeah.
sprint at you.
Honey butter.
There's a lot more possession based football when it comes to La Liga.
And it's quick too, by the way. Let's
Quick,
not
yeah,
understate
quick.
that.
When it
It's
goes,
still
obviously.
quick, yeah.
But it's not
They
like
don't waste time.
people are
Yeah.
not freaking running like Usain
Yeah.
Bolt at you when you have
no,
the
for
ball.
sure. There's not for
The way
them.
teams defend is different too.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's
and
more
in
low
Spain,
blocks.
their,
yeah.
their focus is really more so on just possession and what you do with the ball. Whereas in England, it's like you could be so technical, but if you're small and you don't have the physical components,
Yeah.
then for them, it's like, nah, we don't need that. Whereas in Spain, you look at them, you have to be real small, skinny, light, so you can move around as
Yeah.
well. Whereas in England, it's opposite.
good with your feet.
Yeah,
you need
you
to be
have to.
good with the ball in your feet.
Yeah.
That's why, like, and not to bring it back to the Dutch, but that's why, like, a player like Daley Blind can still shine in La Liga because he has
Yeah. Oh, he's
such he shines, bro.
No,
He
I
did
believe
well
it.
with
He shines.
I believe.
Season
He's
1 with
He's a legend,
Girona, he
though.
was very
For
good.
me.
I don't know since then, but he was really
Still.
good with
Yeah.
Girona. Yeah.
At Girona, he's still shining, bro.
Yeah. They play Madrid Friday. Let's see what happens.
Bro,
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Big man's in.
His build-up play from the back is
No,
insane.
he's a
I'll
talented
take it.
player.
I'll take it away from
But look when those Spanish players went to England, what they did. Fabregas,
Yeah.
David Silva, Juan Mata,
Yeah, bro.
Santi Cazorla. I mean, Fernando Torres, if we go to our strikers.
Cazorla.
Underrated. Come on, man.
Super underrated.
Underrated.
bro.
What?
Super. I don't want to get into
Different.
that, bro, because
Different.
I'll talk for days,
Man
bro.
was taking corners with both feet.
Both
Yeah.
feet, bro.
Both feet.
What?
Different.
Inslinger. What do you need? An inslinger?
Yeah, it literally don't matter.
Imagine him
bro.
with the set piece coach now.
God.
Yeah, right. Then y'all win the UCL. That's a
He had
fact.
30. Sunday had 30 assists this season.
Bro.
With this set piece coach.
That's a fact. Lord have mercy.
Bro, it's crazy, bro.
Unbelievable. Different.
Quality
But
player.
talk
different.
about the squad right now, man.
Yeah.
Like, talk about the core players of the squad.
Yeah. I mean,
First one.
Bro,
Madrid fan aside,
the best.
arguably the best player in the world. If not top 3, I would say him, Mbappe, and throw out whoever else you want to put in there.
At least say no.
Yeah. I'm honestly, I put
Number 1?
No, I put. I don't
Some
want to say
people are
it,
saying Elisa
but I would
over
say,
Lamin,
I
you know.
say,
No,
I say,
Elisa has had
I
a
say
better
Elisa
season.
needs to be in the same conversation as Lamin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In this
Oh,
season,
but I'm always-
this season he needs to be in the same
This
conversation.
season,
bro.
he is objectively,
Yeah.
I say he's probably had a better season. And I think he probably will finish with a better club season based
not
on
mad at that.
what it's looking like. And this
Yeah.
coming as a Madrid fan. Well, that can mean you could think I'm hating on Lamin for that. I would say Olise's had a better single season so
Yeah.
far.
Yeah.
But Lamin doing this at 18,
Yeah.
he is just, he's in a category of his own.
But don't forget,
he has no
Olise
age
is
mates.
young
Like,
too. How old is
Yeah,
Olise?
23
let's see.
or 4?
Yeah, but
How
17
old is Michael
17 is-
Olise?
But some of the, not just the dribbling mode.
Olise's 24.
Yeah.
That's a 6-year difference.
Yeah.
Some of the assists, some of the passes that
Yeah.
Jamal gives
Yeah.
Yeah.
out of this
Yeah.
world.
For
Especially
instance-
those Trivelas.
Bro.
His
on the
IQ
back
is
line.
his
He-
IQ is crazy too.
On against Atleti in La Liga, not today. Well, first
Yeah,
off, today he went crazy,
yeah,
but
but
they
La Liga?
lost because they let him go. In La Liga, I think he nutmegged somebody in
did,
midfield, beat another defender, then Trivela outside the boot, straight to Ferran Torres,
yeah.
who we'll get to for as our 9. I love Olise. I don't think he can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The inventiveness of
Yeah.
Lamine, I think, is just another
Yeah.
planet. It's
Yeah.
almost messy like what we're
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah, bro.
But Olise's had a crazy season
Yeah.
and probably a better individual single season than Lamine. Just this season. But overall, especially thinking the fact that he's 6 years younger, I mean, there's no competition.
Yeah.
And then peak single best player in the world right now for me is probably Mbappe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Any given day, I think Mbappe's the best player right now.
I agree.
And his,
I
you know,
agree.
he's the only person who could probably be compared to a young Lamine in terms of what he did.
Consistency, bro.
Consistency is
Oh,
scary.
God.
He's almost becoming underrated because of how consistent he is.
Yeah.
He's banging almost
Yeah.
50 a year. Yeah.
It's actually ridiculous.
And it's because
bro.
Ronaldo and Messi broke football.
Yeah.
They broke the shit, bro. They broke it.
That's true, bro.
Like, you know the
That's
thing in the
true.
carnival when you bang the shit
Yeah.
down? That's it. We can't even rate shit anymore, bro. Broke
You
it.
can't even score.
Can't even score.
goals in the
Bro,
season.
no,
enough.
that's a trash season that you had.
Not enough.
Yes, they
Yeah.
compare it. It's crazy.
But yes, core players on our team. Obviously, Lamine, one of the best players in the world. I really think this is his moment. It's his first World Cup. We saw what he did in the Euros at 17, just turning 18 right before the final. Or actually 16, turning just 17 before the final.
Yeah.
He's not even 19 yet. I think he would turn 19 right before the final. So to have him on our team, Ballon d'Or winner, controversially Rodri on our team, still an exceptional anchor in midfield, next to Pedri and Fabian Ruiz if he's healthy. Unreal midfield 3.
That's gonna be your midfield, you think?
Yeah, for sure. And as talented as France is up front, we have the best midfield in the world if we're healthy. I think that's pretty fair.
You think it's better than Portugal's midfield?
Yeah, because doesn't João Neves also play right back, low-key?
He
He low-key be playing right back a little bit. But I'll still take us over what's been proven
Yeah.
over João Neves, Vitinha, Bruno Fernandes. But that's a crazy
That's
3
a
as
crazy
well. Shout
three,
out.
bro.
My
Portugal midfield is looking crazy too.
great-grandmother is actually Portuguese. You know,
Come on,
Spain and
man.
Portugal, we're cousins. So shout out Portugal too. But to have that team, some really good defenders as well.
Frankie Reinders,
Yeah.
Gravenberg.
Shout out. Yeah, he did. This guy's crazy. They're good players,
Oh
but no.
my God, bro.
I'll give your man a shout out. David Reyes had a crazy
Oh my-
season.
bro.
Crazy
Listen,
season.
He's not
So,
even sniffing the.
he got some burn last time though.
Well, I heard they were.
So-
I didn't see the game.
Yeah.
but I heard there was some criticism of him as well
He didn't concede from what I
because
saw.
he got subbed out every match.
Yeah, but I think the coach was just playing like a full new 11
Oh, okay.
because Joan Garcia also played. But to have David Raya, Joan Garcia, and Unai Simon, who was our other number 1.
Yeah, you lot got
Great
keepers as well,
goalkeeping.
bro. You lot got goalkeepers
Some very
as
good
well.
defenders with Dean Housen and Christian Mosquera de Chachuet again, who is now part of the Spanish national team. Spanish with also Colombian background. Still have the likes of Cucurella, who think about what he does for Chelsea. For us, he balls out.
He does well,
Pedro
man.
Porro, forget about Tottenham. What he does for
Yeah.
us, he balls out. Carvajal.
He does well too.
So front to back, we have a great squad. The one thing we're missing is we don't have a peak 9.
Yeah.
We don't have a world-class 9.
What
You
is
say
your
Mo-
last world class 9?
You know,
Torres?
yeah.
So,
David Villa.
David
Torres?
I think this is insane. I think Morata is low-key our all-time top goal scorer.
Yes.
Just because that's pure
yeah,
stats.
Yeah.
So it's like debatable. Was he ever world class?
I was about to ask you, what's your stance?
But I would. No. I mean, Morata now is finished.
Yeah, it's finished.
He's finished.
Yeah.
So it'll probably starting is maybe Oyarzabal.
Yeah.
Because he's so good for the national team.
What
And
about
Ferran Torres?
Olmo?
Because he be missing everything. He's not a 9. We have to play false 9.
I'll tell you
Olmo's really good though.
Andy Olmo is one of my favorites.
Bro,
he's
he's
exceptional.
a baller, bro.
He's
He's
exceptional.
He's one of my favorites.
I was thinking if you lot would probably do that favor for him to be a false 9.
If they
as
don't
well.
trust Ferran enough, they might just do Olmo false 9.
Because Ferran for me is like
he be missing some.
He misses the easiest chances sometimes, but then when it's the hardest ones, he's banging it. And I'm like, bro, what's happening, bro? So I don't know, man. It just depends. Hopefully he shows up though, because he has his moments too. Honestly.
But almost another baller. Fermin Lopez is unbelievable. I think a little underrated because there's so much young talent on the Spanish squad. But at the Olympics, he was player of the tournament over Michael Olise when we beat France in the gold medal match in Paris. Fermin Lopez is different. I think he had 6-7 goals in that tournament. He's exceptional as well. We have a really good squad.
Who's going to be your anchor, your defensive anchor? Laporte?
In midfield?
No. In
center back pairing will be interesting. Amrit
the
Laporte.
guy from Bilbao, Laporte?
Who's now in Saudi, I believe. He started last Euros. I'd probably expect him. We have Le Normand, another French turned Spanish from Atletico Madrid, another really good one. But now you have Dean Housen, who's new to the squad. Mosquera has been really good. Kubarsi is getting a little chaotic with these red cards, but he's still phenomenal. So it'll be interesting to see who the pairing is. Laporte might get it because of experience and proven ability with the national team. But the other side, I don't know, honestly.
What's going with Spain?
Bro, they got us, bro.
And I'm missing mad names,
bro.
Ballers.
You know when Marino show up in that jersey too?
Oh yeah,
Zubamendi,
Marino, this guy, bro.
Actually,
Marino against
Marino,
Germany.
bro.
They did a
He
little
might be
celebration.
Marino is
Nine.
still the best 9 that Arsenal has.
For me, bro, underrated, bro.
And
Underrated.
goals, bro. And the
Underrated.
national team as well.
Yeah.
I think he's the highest scoring midfielder.
Yeah, he is.
Crazy.
He is, bro.
Crazy stats.
Crazy, bro.
Okay.
You
So
got
quite
any?
the squad,
Obviously, Lamin was the rising star a few years ago. You got some rising stars that are popping up right now.
I think Fermin Lopez, the one I just mentioned, for what I saw him do on the Olympics team, leading us, and again to beat France in Paris in the gold medal match against Olise, that proved a lot to Fermin Lopez. So I think he can be a breakout player off the bench. Don't expect him to start, but I think he can have some really special moments coming off the bench.
Is Lamin the face of Spain or?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
He's face of the sport almost.
Bro, 100%.
Face of the sport for me is him and Mbappe.
Yeah.
Even just like statistically right now. Besides Ronaldo, Messi, it's them two. And soon it'll be just him probably.
For me personally, it's been a while where I've literally been excited to. I've never been so excited to watch a player like Lamin. It's been a long time for me. Like if I hear Lamin, I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I'm ready. Like I'm sitting close to the TV thinking, what's this guy gonna do? Because when I watched the game against flipping Atletico Madrid, bro, this guy was non-stop, bro.
Non-stop.
Yeah.
Fam, the left back, I know, fam, bro, especially before the game and even after he got sent off, when he went in the change rooms, I know he was sick.
Yeah, bro.
But low-key, that's why I also miss Rafinha at Barcelona right now.
Yeah.
To finish it off?
There's not only that, but there's a different threat when he plays too.
100%.
So Lamin has
both sides.
Yeah, bro.
Shout out Rashi. He's had a pretty good season.
But that's why I like with Spain too, because you get both sides. Because Nico Williams is cooking
Nico's a
too.
demon.
Yeah, bro. Nico, that's another one as well, bro.
Bilbao's not had the best season, but I'm confident when Nico steps on the pitch for Spain.
Oh, he's
different.
gonna.
And they're boys on and off the field.
Oh, they're good friends.
So like that's,
they're good friends.
Camaraderie is great.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
They look like the Spanish YNs.
I love it. That's what I need, bro.
Out on the foul deal. You know what I'm saying?
I love it. That's what I needed. It's what I wish I got to see growing up, bro. So it's
Give
great
it a
to
little
see.
bit different swag.
We need it, man. It's diverse.
I'm
I
trying to
love
be
it.
the Spanish Neymar, bro. I'm
Come
telling
on,
you,
man.
Lamin, bro. Yeah, bro. Coming with speakers like this. Come on, man.
But yeah,
How was if I can ask,
Yeah,
how
go
has
ahead.
the reaction been to that kind of, that different flavor, that style in Spain? Are they more reserved or they're just like accepted?
In terms of the play style?
No, in terms of
Or
like
racially?
the way Yamal and Nico Williams and the young guys act.
I think it depends. I mean, because it's hard to argue with a 17-year-old balling out and winning the Euros. Like, what really can you say? Especially, I think it gave Spain now the most Euros with 4. Like, that's quite the crazy achievement to have a teenager leading it. And it also depends. I think it's very based on age and how people feel about it. So the youth, I mean, everybody loves Lamin. There's no debate about that. As you get to the older generation, there are people that are more reserved. There are people that don't like the fact that sometimes he talks a lot. If y'all remember pre El Clasico, when he went on the stream and that, some of the Spanish newspapers, I think OD'd on him a little bit. So I think it's a bit generational, but overall, I think the country loves Lamin.
But there was so controversial, right?
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Yeah, heavy.
At the end of the day, is even when Rabiot was talking trash to him.
Oh, that was
bro,
crazy.
when I saw that was crazy.
And he spun it on the top.
Bro, and it had to be him looking, stretching through it and looking at it.
That's when I knew, oh no, he's different.
That guy.
He's that guy.
He's got that gene in him, I'm telling you.
He's got that like Henri type.
When he takes it personal.
Takes it personal.
Takes it personal, bro.
As a teenager.
Okay. Is that good enough?
Fucking, he was 16 when he scored that goal. Not even 17.
It's ridiculous.
It don't even make
sense. It's the youth in him, no? That's what it is. But there was some controversy around him this week. Was it like last weekend?
Oh, that was terrible.
So
that's why I asked if you meant racially or vibe-wise. So they were playing Egypt in Espanyol's stadium.
Yes.
And there was some sort of chant that was like, whoever doesn't jump, because they want everyone to jump as part of the chant for the team, is a Muslim.
Yeah.
You know, it's like last one home's a rotten egg. You replace that with a religious group.
And
that goes to show you some of the issues still in Spain and the greater parts of Europe in terms of Islamophobia, anti-blackness,
the West,
xenophobia, the West in general. I mean, America's not much better either, you know, despite all the diversity here. So that is some of the ugliness of what goes on in Spain. And we actually did a post about it, and I gave some of my comments too, just because it's like such a beautiful country from the football, the vino, the nightlife, the relaxation, the beaches, architecture, art, Picasso, all that is great, but it has a big problem in terms of progressing forward with the fact of what Spain currently looks like, which is there's much more black people, more Muslims and North Africans, more Latin Americans as well. And they have to deal with the fact of this is what Spain looks like. It looks like Lamin Yamal. It looks like Nico Williams. It looks like Christian Mosquera. It doesn't really look like Pedri. And they have to address that. Kind of like France in the early 90s, when that team started to look more black, more North African, et cetera, et cetera. I think Spain's in a little bit of that era ethnically in terms of what the country demographics look like. So they have to fix that for sure. Yeah.
Sad. Let's go into a little bit more fun. We go into our mini segments, the Prime v Prime, and
let me get
let's make it fun.
Let's do it.
Let's make it fun.
I might be Sway Lee again, but I'm not gonna lie.
You might be what?
I might be Sway Lee today. Might change my mind a couple times. I'm not gonna lie.
It's tough.
Jesus.
Let's see.
All right. Okay.
Who you got for us?
Prime v Prime. We do Prime Xavi and Iniesta Busquets against Prime Pedri, Rodri, and Ruiz.
Yeah, I mean, he was incredible for Paris and Spain, so I say him, Oh, Xavi and Iniesta Busquets.
Yeah. I thought you were going to do it individually, but if you're doing it in that way, it's Xavi and Iniesta Busquets.
We go with those.
Yeah, Xavi and Iniesta Busquets.
This one was an easy one. It was a warm-up.
This one's easy.
It was a warm-up. Bro, there's nothing like for me that pairing the Xavi and Iniesta
and
Busquets. Bro.
If you want to debate though, who's better, Busquets or Xabi Alonso?
That was one on the list.
Really?
Yeah, I got one on the list.
Because I think sometimes people forget Xabi was starting in some of those finals.
Yeah, absolutely.
Xabi, what he did with Liverpool, Real Madrid, and Bayern Munich, and the national team.
Okay, let's do it. Xavi Alonso versus Busquets. Prime Busquets versus Prime Xavi Alonso.
Let me let you lot land first, because if I speak, I'm in trouble.
I feel like, personally, especially when we talk about long-range passing, Xabi's one of the best ever. For sure. On some André Pirlo as well. And there's some balls he can play that I don't think Busquets can play. Now, Busquets as a metronome, as the anchor, sitting in the pivots and the turns, and the simplicity of which he plays, I think he beats Xabi out on that. But when I need a 60-yard diagonal to my winger to go get a last-minute goal, I'm going with Xabi. Xabi scored from like 60 yards out too for Liverpool. He proved it. He proved it on 3 different leagues. Multiple Champions Leagues. He should still be our coach, by the way. Real Madrid should not have fired him. 2 unbelievable players. I have nothing negative to say against Busquets. But I think Xabi gets not forgotten about. He's an absolute legend.
Yeah.
But man, he might be. I don't know, man. I might go with Xabi. I might go with Xabi. Xabi. Xabi can do a little more. I'll say this. I'll say Xabi can do a little more, but at what Busquets did, he was untouchable.
That's why we're talking about the level 6, the 6th position.
They are really like to be able to have both of those options in your national team,
Unreal.
Unreal.
Bro,
because they
unreal.
are like the perfect example of two
I think they started
high
together.
quality players.
Yeah, bro.
But if you want to play a different style, one is perfect for one is perfect.
crazy.
For the other.
That's crazy.
You know, and it also shows the career, right? Like
Yeah.
Xavi Alonso going to play in the Premier League, right? That also expanded his game a little bit more, even that on diagonals, like combining with Gerrard, spraying passes out wide, boom, running in the midfield, winning moves, tackling. But
Even at
Busquets'
Bayern.
ability to get out of pressure,
Yeah,
I
ridiculous.
think
Unmatched.
is the best.
Unmatched.
And I will say, for instance, I didn't remember some of the final lineups.
Yeah.
They did start together in the 2012 Euro final where they dusted Italy 4-0.
Yeah.
So they also did play together
Yeah.
as well. They weren't just like one or the other.
I'm for me personally, I'm picking Busquets in it. Simply because the importance of him being in the squad.
Yeah.
To the point where it was like, if he had a bad game, Spain had a bad game. It was literally that. For me, he was the Don Dada of that midfield. He was the boss. So for me,
Little
he
more
made
of an
everything.
anchor. Yeah, that's
I
fair.
think he made everything tick. Even for Barcelona, bro. If he was missing,
true.
bro,
It's true.
Barcelona collapsed.
Bro, how quick his brain must
Bro, it's
think
ridiculous.
is insane, bro.
So simple as well. So simple. He looks like he's not even bothered, bro.
Which
But-
is crazy because it's not
No.
simple. It's not simple at all.
It's not simple at all, though. It's not simple at all, but
Yeah.
he makes it look so simple.
I don't
bro.
know who said it, but there was a midfielder that
me see this
Busquets
here.
was out for a period, and then he took over his role at Spain, and he said the things that Busquets does, after 10 minutes, I'm so tired. The way he,
Yo,
just the thinking alone,
Ridiculous, bro.
it's insane.
it's insane.
Yeah, it's
But-
Busquets for me.
Yeah.
I think I love Xabi Alonso
Yeah.
as
too.
a player and
Me
as
too.
a coach as well. Like,
Me
he's
too.
one of my favorite players of
Mhm.
all time. But I think some of his qualities are a little bit more learned, where I think Busquets
That's fair. That's a good point.
is
That's a good point.
like, you can never reach that. I think like his quality, like you mentioned, Busquets' quality, I think you can never reach that. He was getting out of pressure without touching the ball.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yo, that's a great way to put it. Nah, I ain't gonna
Sometimes he
lie.
didn't touch the ball, and he
Just
got
this
out
tall,
of
Bro,
skinny,
that's
don't you
just
hold
did
to
a
look
fake,
ass
bro.
dude,
The
bro.
ball would come to us,
Yeah,
to do
it's
one
just-
fake, and three players
The
went
ball
that
just
way,
rolls,
like,
yeah.
The ball just rolls to somebody else. Everyone was like, how did they just
Bro,
that? I
is
promise
crazy.
you, there's clips.
Nah, it's
Him
crazy.
getting out of pressure, and
Yeah.
he didn't touch the ball.
Bro,
Yeah.
I always watch the highlight, like when it comes on Instagram where you see like a compilation of Busquets getting pressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I watch it like
I can watch it all
10,
day.
20 times.
And zero athleticism.
Zero.
Zero.
Couldn't even jog, bro.
Zero, bro.
Athleticism.
I love the one where he does the right fake
Yeah.
and then the
Yeah.
left fake at the same time. He does the
Bro.
right first and then the guy goes there and he does the
Yeah.
left. The guy
Crazy,
goes,
bro.
it's
Those kind of
insane.
players always fascinate me because
Yeah.
the game is so athletic. And
Yeah.
like
It just
we
doesn't
already
matter.
talked
They be
about
getting out.
the different
England, yeah.
styles you could play in the Premier League or La Liga, and the game can be played at such a high intensity.
Yeah.
But he's been able to do both of those with limited tools.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With such limited tools. No zero athleticism, amazing strength, speed, but just his brain
The brain, yeah.
Crazy, bro.
and
true.
a bit of technique.
I think speaking of England, Ruben Loftus-Cheek was talking about playing against Sergio Busquets. And he's like, this is the hardest player I've ever gone against. You just can't get near him.
Near.
Can't
You just
get close
can't
to
get
him.
near him,
I'll
bro.
tell you, as
And
a
that's a
player-
super athletic young
Yeah,
player at the
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Not a chance.
It's always
Nothing.
the most frustrating thing in the world because
Yeah.
if you can get close to a player, you can tackle them.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
When you can't get close to somebody,
Yeah.
it's super frustrating.
Bro, it's
Yeah.
mad.
Everything I try,
Yeah.
by the time I get to him, the ball's already gone.
Yeah.
And he does it at his own box. He
Bro.
does it.
Oh, yeah. It
when,
doesn't matter
when
where.
he does it when
It
like
doesn't matter.
5, 6 players are around him.
Yeah.
You always have an option. That's like the best thing as a footballer. You always have an
Yeah,
option.
that's real.
Give it to him. It's
Yeah.
good, bro.
When
We
you
good.
think you're close, you're still not close, bro.
Yeah.
I'll put it that way.
Unpressable. It's the
Bro,
definition of
unpressable, bro.
Well, just to close it off, the fact they started together
It's
in the
amazing,
2010 final and 2012 final with Xavi and Iniesta there too. That's why they won those trophies, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Honestly, this for me, it was the hardest to get those prime v primes because it's unfair to get somebody to be compared to Iniesta, to be compared
Yeah.
to Sabes.
Yeah.
Like even with Pedri versus Iniesta, I think it's unfair.
I
for
think
Pedri.
Pedri Xavi is a
Xavi,
better one.
even
But,
that,
but
I-
still, yeah.
It's
Too young.
unfair.
Yeah.
It's unfair. So I have another question for you, especially as a Madrid guy, and I want
Yeah.
you guys to weigh in on this too. Who was a better leader, Puyol
Sergio
or
Ramos.
Ramos?
Sergio Ramos, man. Sergio Ramos.
Who was a better
Nah, you
leader
know what, man?
for the Spanish national team?
For the Spanish national
Puyol
team.
or Ramos? Or just in general? Or just in general, who was a better leader? Puyol or Ramos?
That's just like...
Especially during
that's
the
a great
period where
question.
they were...
No, they was going at it. Two warriors, man. Two warriors. Who started together as well. That tells you how crazy this squad was.
For me, okay, this is why I'm thinking of it, yeah?
Yeah.
The reason why I would say Ramos is not to underestimate Puyol as well.
I think
yeah?
Ramos.
The reason why is because, bro, I'm going back to the El Clasico games.
Yeah.
Them games were real personal, bro. Like to the point where they did not like each other, bro. But for you to then come to the camp and be able, for me as a leader, for you to be able to get everyone to set their ego aside, to be able to say, yo, we could take that energy into winning this World Cup, bro. For me, that takes a lot, bro.
Yeah, I mean, that was, I would also attribute some of that to the season.
Yeah.
Oh, a huge amount.
And there's a lot of leaders. I feel like there's a lot of leaders there too, with Xavi there as well,
leaders
you know?
there.
Yeah.
So I think that probably made it easier. But Puyol, bro.
I might go with Ramos. I think he became a... You know what's harder? Puyol's a little older, right?
Yeah.
So I only started watching football in 06.
Okay.
So because I was 9 years old at the time. So it's a little bit hard for me to talk about what Puyol did pre that. But I feel like what I saw Ramos do as Real Madrid captain and then eventually Spain captain was a little bit of a face of the team vibe that Puyol didn't quite reach. Obviously, still was one of the faces of the team, but I think as a leader in the amount of years and then the famous game-tying header against Atleti in 2014 to finally get La Decima, those kind of moments, the Champions League final, penalty goals, all that, I feel like Ramos edges it out, especially with the offensive leadership part too.
That's where I'm a little bit more leaning towards Ramos. I think it's more because of at the end of the day, it's hard to understand what it was like off the pitch or in the locker room because you're not there. But really, what you see is on the pitch. Right?
Yep.
And I think in general, Ramos I think he was a better player, better sense of back. So that obviously plays a part. And then, like you said, the attacking side to also come up in big moments. It's also leading by action, right?
Yep.
Where Puyol didn't really have that attacking quality that Ramos
would even take some free kicks and penalties too.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Big
moments, big pens.
Under pressure, Ramos is a
Monster,
Different.
bro. It's crazy because them two, similarly as well, they both played the same position as well because Ramos also played right back at one point.
He started right back.
Yeah, at Sevilla as well and at Madrid for a little piece as well. And same with Puyol, there was moments where he did also play right back as well for Spain.
Yeah.
So, and then for them to transition into centre backs as well was...
Yeah, it's crazy.
So, yeah, I think Ramos edges it.
Yeah.
The thing that I feel like I would love to play with Ramos.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, I would
You don't want to play against him.
Hell no.
Yeah. He going to have your back.
And I feel like you feel stronger as well. But no one's doing nothing, bro.
He's a little bit more reckless.
Yeah.
Him and Pepe together was like
demons.
Demons.
Casemiro in front of them?
Bro.
You always have like center back pairings where one is a little bit more chiller, a little bit better on the ball, and then the other one is a demon. With them, it was just two demons.
Yeah,
straight up demons.
That three with Casemiro in front.
Ridiculous.
Bro, some good record. 100%.
Long
But
day.
he's still winning.
Still winning the game, bro.
Like they take the red and win.
I feel like they're going to be talking about it before the game, bro.
A lot of UCLs came from that, bro.
I feel like they'd be talking about it before the game, bro. For real. I can imagine Robert saying, Pepe, yo, big man, listen.
Yeah.
We need to relax.
Everybody saying it to each other.
We need to hold it down, bro. Next game, we can... Calma. Especially against Diego Costa back then. Madrid. Bro, he must have been like, listen, calma. I know we want to get him, but let's save it for the last game. Don't worry. It's like,
What a mercy.
Psychotic, bro.
What a time.
Ramos for me.
Ramos, bro.
Okay, and Ramos it is. Out of all the dominant midfielders Spain produced, can you name me a few underrated ones and the one that deserves a little bit more shine?
Yeah, we talked a little bit about it before, but Santi Cazorla, out of this world. Juan Mata, out of this world as well. Balled out with Valencia, but then got to England and won Player of the Year, I believe, with both Chelsea and Manchester United. So those would probably be my first two off top that, yes, they made the national team. They're part of those squads, but didn't get the recognition of, David Silva, Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets, Xabi Alonso, that next tier below. Those guys starting for any other midfield in the world, for sure.
Santi Cazorla is my favorite. As an Arsenal fan, watching him week in, week out, to see this player, he's so good and he really can't get into the national team like that, like into the starting lineup.
Like the main,
They're like, how good are the rest of the team?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Like you said, he would start in any of the national team in the world.
And we always talk about Xavi, Iniesta, Fabregas, Busquets. Bro, David Silva.
David Silva
was
he gets shine,
insane,
but
bro.
relative to Xavi and Iniesta,
It could be more,
still not as much.
Yeah.
He was insane.
He ran the Prem. He ran the Prem, bro. What?
My guy was untouchable.
What? Another Valencia player too. Valencia
bro.
before the financial crisis.
I'm so sorry to go. Yeah, I was just about. Valencia had a squad, bro. They had
They was
Joaquin,
making
David
Champions
Villa,
League. Yeah,
Juan
bro.
Mata,
Morientes.
Bro. Morientes.
Come on.
Oh my
Ayala,
God.
all them. Yeah, they were a crazy squad, bro. Crazy.
Morientes.
Yeah, how far they falling, man?
Man, that's crazy, bro.
So it's money, man.
That's
crazy.
crazy, man. Now, for
Yeah.
me, listen, I've actually got three. Santi, for me, is number one, bro.
Yeah.
I low-key hated him too because he played for Arsenal, but he was a baller. Dude. It was hard. It was like every time I see him play, I was just smiling.
Yeah.
Like he's just a quality player. Like, for me, back in the day, Marco Senobel.
Yeah,
My
my
man.
boy.
Underrated, bro.
Underrated as
Super
fuck.
underrated. I feel like 2008, they won because of him.
Bro, he
Yeah.
was
They
quality.
really won because of him.
He's a
Fun
general,
fact too,
bro.
Villarreal finished second La Liga that year. That's
They
how,
did,
that's,
yes,
that's
they
how
did.
well he
Yes,
did.
they did.
Because of
Yeah,
him.
they
because
did.
of him.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying,
bro.
because of him. And I remember him he scored a crazy goal from like 60 yards
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
And he's
Yeah,
But
bro.
then again, that for me proves how good freaking Busquets was because the next
Yeah.
year he was nowhere
Nowhere
to
to
be
be
found,
seen,
bro.
bro.
He was
Yeah.
an older player too, but it was over.
Nowhere
It was
to be
over.
found, bro.
Yeah.
And then obviously also David Villa as well for me. No, David Silva. Sorry, my apologies.
David Silva, yeah, David
for
Silva.
me,
Yeah.
bro, quality.
Yeah.
Shout out Marco Senna.
Yeah,
I
man.
got to train with him once
shit,
at
really?
New York Cosmos.
Yeah.
That was the funniest thing in the world.
Yeah.
Literally came out 30 minutes after the session started. Now they hops into a possession. Man completed every pass in 5 minutes. Looks at Gio, the coach. Gio, come. Straight for 15 minutes. Looked at this. I didn't speak English, right? So he just, And I was like, yo, this guy. That's aura if I ever seen
bro.
it, bro. Man came into the pitch 30 minutes. Fuck it. He played 10 minutes in training, completed every pass, and he's like, I'm good. Oh, man. I was like,
That's why they called it a retirement league.
Yeah, bro.
Literally, like,
Yeah, bro. For real.
what a player.
Nah,
man.
what a player, man.
All right, let's wrap it up, man.
yeah.
You said they're the favorites of the World Cup. I think everybody agrees here. So for you, nothing less than a
Second
win.
favorites.
Second
I
favorite.
was-
France's favorites.
I would say I
France's
agree.
favorites.
I agree. I was going to say that.
Even just PR, France's
Yeah.
favorites. Nah, like the AI World Cup song, just listing players. All right, bro.
For
I
real,
like
though.
it's good for Spain because I'll
Yeah.
tell you this: we don't have to win this World Cup. We have to win 2030 at home. Have to win 2030 at home. What?
That's a great
Final-
shot, bro.
no,
Yeah,
have
yeah,
to
that's
win
a great shot. That's a
So
great shot.
this is I feel really good. I say semifinal minimum
Yeah.
is what you'd expect.
Yeah.
Unless maybe you run into semifinal minimum.
I think you like.
Semifinal minimum.
The scary thing about you lot is like, again, well, not scary. It's
Yeah.
scary because the generation of players that are coming up, number
Yeah.
one, but number two also, for me personally, Spain don't have pressure, bro.
That's
on
what I'm
them
saying, bro. They don't
at
have
all.
pressure like that. They
Because
just
you
won
have
the
a lot of
Euros.
young players too, number
Yeah.
one. And number two, they've also proved themselves winning
Yeah.
the Euros, but at the same time, they're still getting flipping better.
Yeah, this isn't like
Year
a
by
peak.
year.
This isn't the peak team.
Yeah.
And with the coach that they have, for me, I truly believe he's telling them, bro, you guys, there's no pressure.
Just play football. Just play. Just play,
the ball,
bro.
please.
Just play. Seriously.
Please, Lamin, please, just play. Just
Yeah.
play calmly, please.
Is there
I cannot change you. I cannot change. Please, Lamin, I'm begging you. Just cook. That's it, bro. Enjoy yourself. Do your thing. And the thing is, every player as well is willing to.
turned into Mourinho.
Yeah, I don't know if that's why I asked him,
I'm about
bro.
to take my headphones off as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
But no, for me,
man,
again,
Mario.
I'm sure. Mario, please. I cannot change it.
I don't have another striker, Mario. Mario, please.
Bro.
You already are yellow, Mario.
literally,
Mario.
just
Nah,
let
it's
him play,
scary,
bro. Let
but
him
it's
play.
credit again. It's also credit to the coach too,
It is.
man.
It is.
I'm very sure he's telling these kids and these boys like, bro, just play your game.
Yeah.
And I think again, the strength that they have in numbers, especially with the wingers with Williams and Yamal, like is.
Yeah.
I think the team is willing to including Pedri, they're willing to sacrifice for them. They're like, bro, we're gonna defend. You lot stay, bro.
Yeah.
We'll just get it to you and we'll support you the best way we
Yeah.
can. And they just play like there is no pressure. So for me, if they don't win it, it's fine. But I think definitely 2030, they're
Have to
coming
at
for
home.
that. 100%. I think they're putting up for that.
Ooh, and Portugal hosting too, and
Yeah,
Morocco.
bro, Morocco
all three
too.
gonna
Yeah,
be
bro.
crazy,
Going crazy, bro. 100%.
trifecta.
Uruguay too, no?
Huh?
Uruguay too, no? There's one game.
Oh,
in
they don't
Uruguay.
one game.
One
yeah.
game or something like, yeah, I think so.
they-
The
They're
first,
sh-
no,
they're
3
sh-
games in South America.
They're
Yeah.
shutting out every
Who the-
continent so it could go to Saudi the next
2034.
one. They're shutting out every continent so
For
it
real,
goes
bro.
to Saudi.
And that's a
For
whole
real.
nother podcast.
Yeah, bro, that's me. That gets deep, bro.
But is there? We always ask this
Yeah.
question: is there one match that you want to see, particularly Spain against a specific country?
Give me France, man. Give me France again. Dame Francia otra vez. Y vamos a ganar. Eso es. Eso es, bro.
Tu sabes.
We did it last time. Let's do it again. We don't need no AI World Cup song. Just play football, bro. Just play
Bro,
football.
that's yeah,
That
that
would
would
be
be a
vibes,
great
though.
game.
Spain,
That would be a great
France.
game.
I know one thing we're going to do. We're going to maximize our talent.
Yeah.
They have more talent. I'll give you that. Will they maximize it? We'll see.
Let's see, bro.
We'll see.
I think that's a wrap, man. Well, I thank you for being here today.
Pleasure,
For
man.
real,
Great
bro.
conversation.
For real,
Appreciate
for
y'all,
real,
man.
for real,
Appreciate y'all.
bro.
As always, this was the All Things Football Show. Like, share, subscribe, share with everybody, comment. You know what to do. All Things
sir.
Football, we out.
Yes,
Come on.
sir.
Viva España!
Viva España!
There it is.